Hello, YouTube. So, there's something I want to look up. Or not look up, but there's something I looked up, but I'm not anywhere near, like, being leveled with them. I've put a lot more into Mayel. A lot more. I haven't put a ton into them. Put some into Luna, and I've put some into Cio. But I've only just finished, because I only got a little bit of sleep. Like an hour. Since the last recording session. And I've just kind of been grinding out. So I haven't really been grinding Lumina, I've been grinding Experience. But they do drop here, so I did get some. But I did look up how to get the last shape. But before we do that, I want to test my luck again. Because I have a strategy that I think may work. It depends. Some of it is going to be luck based. So I might not be able to. But if we can't, I'm gonna go get that other shape that I'm missing. I'm gonna get some of the other Pictos. And we'll still make a video of it. Because I kind of wanted to have longer powerful and like greater powerful as well. But I don't actually have them on my, they're ones that I haven't gotten yet. They're ones like from merchants that I left behind. This straight up reminds me of Dark Souls, the DLC. Maybe, what? No, not the DLC. I mean, also the DLC, but just Dark Souls in general. Where's the... there we go. But yeah, if we can't, we'll go out and we'll do stuff. But yeah, so I ended up pumping up. I don't know how much I was at. I also gave Minoko and then some. Like I said, we got to 99. I have not found the rest of Minoko's skills. But yeah, I know where the last shape of life is. I just need to get to it. But since I was just grinding here, I did it. Also, when you get to level 99, you can get all their skills. So I have everybody's skills except for Minoko, where I have to go kill them. Which is, you know, it's whatever. I'll do that at some point. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know. I'm gonna let the cutscene play too in this one. This is a different video. I didn't even notice he had the
swords.
0.
They look like the ones in old Lumiere.
Ah, so he's the one who felled the Exxon. Simon.
You know him?
He's an old friend of mine. We joined Expedition Zero together. He disappeared and I thought... Looks like you met Clair. I'll lay you to rest, my friend.
I won't waste this.
Time to hit big. Let's play. Show me what you can do.
Yeah, I've looked over some of the other skills, so I just doubled Mael's damage for the next round. And making her immediately play.
The dance begins.
Yeah, got everything set up. $55 million damage. Now let's see if I can do that for the next round.
My love, these foes are beneath you. You, who have fought heaven and earth, and subdued giants. To find me, to free me from her grasp. Would you fall now to the likes of them? While your oath remains unfulfilled, rise. Your enemies await.
Now the question is, will the Pictos still trigger like it's a first fight? Okay, it did.
Let the ink
Okay,
flow.
so I'm gonna explain what I'm doing here to set this up. So, I'm not gonna explain all the Pictos, but I have Lune set to auto die. She does the death bomb, which doesn't really matter. Then, when she dies, she does the full break bar. Now, the whole point of me wanting her to go before everybody is the fact that I want her to build up as much gradient charge as I can. But also, as you see, we can have him break. But yeah, so the whole point of her turn is to get the break and to build up more gradient charge.
Chroma is flowing.
So that's all we're doing with her.
Time to hit big.
Now I have a ton of buffs on her. So I have inverted for the first 3 turns that gives me extra like 15-30% damage or something. I have a bunch of damage buffs. Whole point of wanting this guy stunned is because I also have a buff that gives me 30% more damage when they're stunned. So now the whole point here is I'm just doing this because I have things that trigger, like shooting a marked target, so on and so forth, will give me more gradient charge. Just only for 1 round. So the whole point is I'm just using all my AP, and then I'm attacking regularly, because that's going to give me more gradient charge as well. But I also have greater defenseless on, so now there's a debuff on him that's like an extra 15% plus the regular defenseless on our main irregular attack. So there's a buff there too. Now, do this, just whatever. The whole point here now on the second round of her turn is you want to go back to Virtuoso stance now. Not later, now. That's how I'm setting this up. I've been setting this up to kill the enemies in Renoir's draft, like instantly, and I've been testing this. Now, don't use anything with her. So you want to do the targeted ally deals double damage for 1 turn. That buffs her. Now you can, as long as you have 5 and you don't go over the 5 limit, you're good. Because then you want to do intervention, which will give her her turn immediately. I also have a thing on them that allows them to go first. So that's why Mael and Seal are going first now. The reason Lune went absolutely first is because she dropped below 30% health and played immediately because she died in the first round. So essentially I forced her to be there. Now, you want to make sure there's a mark on your target. So we'll leave it like that. And then, you're in Virtuoso, you have all your buffs active, you're gonna go Mosh. And that's how I've been doing this insane amount of damage randomly. And I didn't look, I was just looking at the skills and I'm like, I bet I can make this do a lot of damage. And I just kept adding buffs to it. Peace at last. Beat Simon. 55 million damage in one move, and he didn't get to go at all. I didn't have to learn his fight at all. That is, yeah, when I was looking at the buffs that I was giving her and stuff and saw the damage she was doing to the regular enemies, I'm like, I don't think he's gonna have that much HP. I don't think I'm gonna have to wait. I really don't. I do want to fight this boss down the line without that, but the fact that you can do that is just hilarious to me. Like, the amount of damage, 4 minutes, we did it. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna do this because I want to get I want to just get the Simon fight separate, not with my voice or anything on it. But yeah, that was so easy. Okay, we getting a weapon for Rissa? I legit thought that was gonna take me way longer. But I just kept buffing Mael's damage. Also, by the third round, she's no longer inverted, so she can heal after that. The inverted buff, so I only get an extra, like, massive buff in the beginning. I just straight up started at 33. What is it? Neither's sword deals light damage on any damage dealt with skills. 20% chance to apply burn on dealing light damage. Can't die if at least rank A. Wait, what? If you're staying above rank A, you can't die? Now that sounds... that's something else. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually broken or if that's like actually like a good weapon. It sounds really good on paper though. Oh, 50 Lumina. Okay, perfect. I'm quite happy with that.
Simon. More and more of my mind is fading away. I must put my words down on paper before I lose myself entirely. My beautiful Claire. What did she do to you? That paintress. She fooled me. She looked so much like you, and I believed her story. She granted me the power to fell the axons and enter the monolith. I realized too late that she had warped my mind. That she had in fact taken you away. Locked you somewhere I could never reach. And set me on a path to destroy your future. But then I met Aline, who showed me that I could save you. With her help, I descended to the bottom of the monolith, where Aline had sealed him away. The one who brings the Gamache. The one who threatens our very existence. But his powers are strong, and I'm finding it harder and harder to fight his influence over my mind. My mind is breaking. My final thoughts are only a few. I despair. But one day, our suffering will end, and we will find our way back to each other. In this life, or another.
And that's the last non-light. I think the last journal now is in the final area. Is there anything else out here? Like, how far can I go? Why is there a random rock? That's so funny to me though, because I was just like looking over the pictos since I had them all, and I was like, this is a buff, this is a buff, this is a buff. So we'll go over this real quick. I have sorted by what I actually have active. Okay, here's what I have active. These don't matter, they're just my other ones. Death Door doesn't matter because you don't go under. Lifesteal doesn't matter. I mean, Augmented Aim can help when you shoot, but that's not really what we're going for. Base damage, I guess, helps, but it's not for the initial nuke. That isn't, this isn't. Powerful is what we have at the beginning. I have auto shells because I was expecting to have to take damage. So base shield I didn't take off because that actually is very relevant to what we were doing for nuking. And I'll get to that when we get to the thing. Breaker is more damage, that's irrelevant. These are kind of irrelevant. Because we have this Breaking Death on Luna, and that's the one. I haven't taken off anything that I've like used. So I mean, I just added more and more and more stuff. Obviously, oh no, this is just increased break damage. That's not that relevant. Increased damage on burning targets, that would be relevant. That's an increase of damage. The burn is probably not that relevant in that case. This is very relevant because every time we were doing a base attack, we were getting percentage of the gradient charge. This is the 20% of the gradient charge on applying burn one turn. So anytime I apply burn immediately, I was getting 20% of a gradient charge. And that goes for each play, like turn. So that's 40%. Technically like 60 if you count third, but by the third you're already set up. Then 20% of gradient charge on a critical hit, which until I actually have 86% critical rate, you can see on the right side. But she has 100% when she's in stanceless. So in the beginning, she is 100% crit chance. So this is proccing every single time as well. Any once per turn you're hitting a marked target will give you 20%. A weakness is once per turn. However, he doesn't have a weakness, so that's irrelevant to Simon. Obviously, cheater is very relevant to how I just did that. That allows me to play twice. This is actually relevant for everybody. Combo attacks are relevant. That's what makes my one hit 4, which is also charging the gradient by a huge amount because it's literally hitting 4 times each time we attack. Critical break's not that relevant. I think this is a little relevant for her, just to verify that you have a guarantee of 100%, because once you switch to Virtuoso, you're at the 86, and you want to make sure it crits. This guarantees you crit because you already have burn on the enemy. That energy is for AP for if there's multiple people that's relevant, but in this case it wasn't relevant. Death Bomb's not relevant. This is one of the things I have on Lune, but I just have it as a backup thing. Again, I thought I didn't think he would die in one hit. I thought he had more HP than that, to be perfectly honest. But I was like, he won't have much more than that, I bet. So I bet I got this. I didn't know I was going to hit it in one hit, so. Dodger's not relevant. On applying a burn, apply a second stack. Not relevant unless you weren't going to do as much damage as I just did. I thought it would be relevant because the more burn you have on, the more damage you're doing. Heal 1 is not relevant. Powerful is not completely irrelevant in this case because it's only for 1 turn on a basic attack. And that's why I wanted to have longer powerful, because I think that would increase it to 3 turns for a base attack. So I think I would have had it. I don't actually have powerful. In the setup I currently have, powerful wears off before I actually do the Gamage. AP on base attack is relevant. I mean, it might not be hugely relevant, but at least some of it is. Energizing break is not relevant unless you're the specific one to break, which the way we have it set up, Lune break, so it's not relevant for this build. It is if you're not using that specific. This is very relevant to just doing extra damage. It's also the chance of, like, if you don't mark and you need to hit another one, because 20% chance to gain 1 AP on a free attack or a free aim method shot, and sometimes those proc like ridiculous. I mean, it's technically not probably 2 required, because by the time you set up for Gomage, you have like 9 AP. You're probably going to get a mark before then. But if you don't, there has been a couple times I haven't. That just helps ensure that you will. Energizing start. I'm not sure if that's completely relevant, but it was cheap. Energy Master is very relevant because every AP gained is increased by 1. So when this triggers and gives you 1, it gives you 2. Among everything else that does to you. Now this is relevant. Exposing attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. And since we go all our turns before the boss did, they had defenseless on them the entire time. First offensive is not relevant. First strike is very relevant because Simon is faster than us, as we saw last time, because I did not have that and he would go first every single time. Breaking a target doubles its burn. Again, not that relevant. It would have been if I needed to burn him more, but 50% of a gradient charge on breaking a target. That's relevant for Lune, not so much Mael, because, yeah. This is what I was talking about, though. Greater Defenseless is a plus 15% to the defenseless damage amplification, so I think this is just like a straight up raw 15% extra damage. If she's the one that applies defenseless. I don't like when Lune did it, that's why I still did it with Mael, because Lune does not have greater defenseless yet. Again, I was expecting to go more turns, so I put greater rush on so I would have more speed, so I was hoping that he wouldn't have as many turns as he did last time. Immaculate is very relevant, 30% increased damage until a hit is received. Well, we don't take damage the entire setup that we do. So that's just a raw 30% damage. It's only good for the initial, because if you get hit by anything, that goes away, but still. Inverted affinity, this is something that's very relevant. So apply inverted on self for 3 turns on battle start. 50% increased damage while inverted. So inverted is what makes it where we can't heal. If you've been following along, you know, it's been my bane. Except for it only lasts 3 turns with this thing. The thing is, we go 4 turns as Mael if we do this setup. So the first 2, we have this 50% increased damage. We're not taking damage at all. Because, I mean, we're going first. Then when CL buffs her and takes it back to her turn, that's why we have to do Gomage right then. Because after Gomage, we don't have this 50% buff anymore. And that also means that after the initial 3 turns in setup, we can heal again. So if I had to fight, this would have been gone when I actually started taking damage, and we would have been able to start healing again. Longer burn duration, again, not relevant because we didn't need the burn. 20% chance to apply mark on free shot, that is very relevant. That's how we were marking. Obviously, painted power is relevant because we couldn't exceed 9,000 otherwise. Powerful shield is relevant, and this is why I was talking about base shield. Because every time it goes your turn, if you don't have one shield on, it gives you one. Well, in this case, we get a 10% increased damage per shield point, so we get a 10% increased damage. Protecting shots was not that relevant. It was just another way to get shell. Play again on breaking a target, not that relevant since we didn't break it. Again, recovery is not that relevant until we started to fight again. If you had to fight again, it was very relevant, I guess. Extra AP, hitting a marked target. Kind of not. This is how we were getting Rush. Rush was being triggered every time we applied Powerful to ourselves, which is when we did melee attack at the start of the match. So that was... Again, if I needed to do more than just what we did as a setup, that would have been relevant. It wasn't that relevant. Second chance, again, was not that relevant for her. Very relevant for Lune's build. Shield affinity. Now this is another thing. And again, why I said base shield was good. 30% increased damage while having shields, but receiving any damage always removes all shields. So it doesn't matter if we have 1 or 30. Obviously you wouldn't get that many, but you know, you'll drop to 30%. You'll drop no shield after that. But while you have a shield up, you have 30% increase. So having that 1 shield gave us 40% more damage there. Solo fighter is obviously not relevant. Sniper is not really that relevant either. But I mean, extra damage and again, because Lune was gonna break it, so it was not that relevant to have shot as a break. Shortcut was not that relevant either because she didn't use it. Again, break damage was not Mark staying 50% chance to apply a mark when attacking a marked target is not that relevant, but it just kind of ensures if you missed the mark when you hit it, or you needed to do one more attack while a mark was up, you might have just immediately put it down. This is why we wanted him stunned, because we get 30% increased damage on stunned targets. Stunned targets are the ones that hit that. After a free aim hit, base attack damage is increased by 50% for one turn. I mean, kind of, not really, because it's only base attack. So I mean, first turn was relevant and really wasn't for the nuke. Teamwork, while 10% increased damage while allies are alive, relevant. 15% increased damage for each status effect on self. Inverted, apparently it counts as a status effect. I actually did not think it did, but I tested it because it actually did list it in a status effect, and I'm pretty sure that that did boost my damage when I was testing it. So this is relevant as well, and then warm up is relevant. 5% increased damage per turn can stack up to 5 turns. By the time you use Gomage, you've gone 3 turns, or two or 3. I don't know if it counts like immediate. Not so either. It's either a 10 or 15% increase of damage by the time you do that thing. Honestly, the only relevancy here is Energy Master and like Energy Shot, maybe to help you, and like starting energy, because you want her to have a full, because it takes 10 AP, and if you don't have enough when you do them, you don't go. Obviously, you also need Cheater to play twice, so you can both buff and turn it back to Mayo. And then with her, it was literally just I buffed some stuff. It was mostly just auto death, so kill self on battle start, which triggered second chance that revived her. But because of that, breaking death, that's how we got it. So I would say auto death, breaking death, second chance, probably sniper, or is it breaking attack? I don't think I have it actually on her. Just so you can break. Yeah, breaking attack. Just so you can break with her. And then also you want combo attack. And the charging attack. Because you're literally just using her to boost the gradient charge. Literally, gradient charge and stunning is all you're using. You could do this with any character that have these abilities too. I used Cheater too, just because that also increased it more. Just ensured that I would get it in one run. But yeah, it's ridiculous how much you can stack these things. I was testing different things. They obviously, some of them are so counterproductive. Like it's crazy how counterproductive some of them are. So you definitely don't want to ever put on everything. So I also looked and it said northeast. Maybe like there. It was like the effective support was northeast. It was Serena or whatever. So let's check. Yeah, now we're done with that one too, so we're pretty much just here to mop up and then start the next area. Let's see. There's an enemy. Dismount. Can I not dismount here? Let's take her off for now, and we'll put Nelko back on. Oh, yeah. When I was leveling him up, I was totally doing the bomb build on him too, so he would break everybody. Yeah, I didn't even see this place. I don't know if I've gotten all of these for him.
Well, that will help.
Yep, plus 2 AP on using using an item. I don't know if I got these for Mineko, so we'll attack.
This will hurt. The dance begins.
Show me what you can do.
Literally just been
Your
doing
time to
this
shine.
for the past few
Time to
hours.
hit big.
Game doesn't even know what to say sometimes. Cause look at that, it said the max damage was 120, but I did almost like 2 million or some shit. They had no idea which direction we had to go to get that item.
Son, here I come. Here we go.
Okay, so we got that. Trying to remember where the things is.
Hang on tight.
I know one of the things we can get is from the merchant here, but I don't remember where the merchant is either. Of course. I don't remember where the merchant. Did I write down the merchant's name? Let me look at my notes. We're gonna gather stuff, and depending on how long it takes us to gather more stuff, then we will head to Lumiere. Let's see. I'm gonna mark out some stuff here that's where we need to go. That's old Lumiere. We got effective support. We don't need to worry about that one now. Okay, so Clidiso? Something like that. How you say the name? Let's see if I can see if they say like what flag it's from. From the blah, blah, crumbling path flag. Make your way left where you find a fallen pillar. Okay. I think the first flag is right over here. Crumbling path. Somewhere to the left? Take a look around and see if we can find, or if I'm gonna need to look at the thing a little bit more. But also, if we find any other enemies, we can just attack them. Oh, yeah, this is where the tank was. Oh yeah, I remember. The merchant was just chilling out here next to like an enemy or some shit, if I remember right. There was something here. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. I don't know. We have a lot of money, so might as well get it. Yeah, see. So if we would have worked powerful into our build, this would have gave us another 15%. So we still could have done more damage. Which is hilarious to me that that's like how ridiculous of damage you can get. I wonder if on New Game Plus they give you that much more damage or on like Expert. Because as is, right now, when I restart, I'm going to be able to one-shot like everything. Every boss, anyway. I won't be able to do it, like, repeatedly, but let's see. So that was that. That's the only thing we need here. So the other places we need to go to the Reacher's Merchant, which I kind of remember where he was. He was off the beaten path by its own, like, elevator thing too. That's where later. So then Ancient Sanctuary and Old Luminaire. This is the only places we need to go. So 3 places and we will have all the Picto that I found. Well, that I saw on the list. That I don't already have. Let's get out of here. I wish I would have remembered when we were actually in here for the tissue or whatever. That was a thing. Because we could have just done that when we were here before, but yeah, my brain did not remember. Yeah, let me put it on you. Effective support. Greater powerful, those are the 2 we just got. That was an upgrade. Is that it? And then my brain is already like... think so. I'm gonna keep getting them, you know? Get back to the continent. So both things that we need for the Ancient Sanctuary is by a specific flag. So let's go to the Ancient Sanctuary. One of the things is in a paint spike. So when we were there, we literally could not have done it. No, I guess Old Luminaire is right here, though. Let's not go out of the way. Let's do the Old Luminaire first. Let's go in the regular entrance, because I think...
Hang on tight.
I think it's before. But I don't remember for sure. Maybe it's not. Either way. Should have find I think. Are you the merchant right here? Yes. Right in the beginning. Longer powerful? Thank you. Which, that's what I was trying to say. So on applying powerful, its duration is increased by 2. So I think when it says I get it 1 turn, I would get it for 3. Every time I do melee, which would then allow it to be active for Gomage. And then healing counter. Recover anytime you do a counter attack. That's that. Let's see. I think the other one is by a specific flag. Get rid of this. I'm like just going through my list. We got those. Yeah, so the next one is by the left street flag. And I saw the flag. So let's see where it is. Left street flag. Through a broken wall, and I feel like that's where I saw. Didn't specify, but I think it's near the end. I don't know which way it came from though. I think this is where we like got split up, yeah. This is like where Mayel started. Yeah, I don't think we can go back. I think this had to be this way to get there. Then we have Reacher. But yeah, so if the enemy is low enough, that happens when you do the death bomb auto death. They just die, and the person that had auto death does not. Oh, we can't do that though. That's right. The person that has auto death does not count as being done, so he's not getting anything done that way. Take off auto death. We can just put it on Mayel for now. She has everything else set up for auto death, so. I also don't know if we have feet if that happens. Yeah, this was Mayel's side, so perfect. I knew I wouldn't have missed that. Just death, immediate death. It's funny. That's how I was farming in. I was farming Lumina. In the Tainted Luminaire, because literally they just die. And you stay at 1 HP, but it doesn't matter because you're constantly dying again. So I put it on uh uh Lune though, because I didn't want rebuffs. You could have probably done it there too, because I think there's a like at death's door would have triggered. I think if I had done it like 1 HP. I mean, there's other potentials to increase damage. I just figured I was gonna have to fight more. This is what I was literally saying that I saw when I was rewatching the video that went up today. And I literally look at here and I'm like, that's too many for one person.
An advantage.
Auto rush. Literally, I think that's so funny. That I straight up looked at it and didn't see it. Or didn't take it because I was like, it's too much. Now we got them all here. Let's swap these so he can they're probably lower one. Is there another one? Yes. Healing counter. Like, I was pretty sure there's 3 at this point, at least. Heal him because I lowered his HP by taking it out too, so. I know I have all these already, so I don't. I just think it's probably faster to go this way because we should be able to drop. Or jump, whatever it is, to the manor area, which is relevant to something else I want to do. And that's why I hadn't done it elsewhere. So let's get in the manor. Wait, was it? I was like, I know there's the manor door here somewhere. Now the question is, I don't know where. Exactly. I just know the general idea of it. Yeah, I would have never fucking found that.
Well, that will help.
Unless I randomly bumped into it, I would have never found this one. Puppies! Wait, this is... Remember, Noko and that, and like, or Minoko or whatever, are dogs, so this is probably their dog. Does he even look? You can't even tell, like, it doesn't like shoot the wall and hit the wall, like, you know, go through. You good, my man? You got stuck. Anyway. I knew we were going here, so it made the most sense to wait until we went here. Get the last thing. I also wouldn't have came back here checking because I really thought I did everything here. So if I was like looking for that on my own, I would not have found them. Oh, I do want to check. Does it show here, or did I have to see it? I think I had to see it. I don't think you can see the. Well, well, we're not letting combat go through either, though. Go back to the continent. I say we hit Reacher, do the merchant there, and then we go hunting in the sanctuary. Because I think, unless I'm wrong, yeah, Reacher is here.
Here we go.
I need to find the merchant though. Where's the flag? Mountain peak, foggy area. It was somewhere in the foggy area, wasn't it? Yeah, we would have already gotten his foot because he is. There's a variation of him in. Variation of him in Remark draft. As soon as I saw the foggy area, I remembered exactly where you were, bud. Need it since I don't have it. Exposing break. Apply defenseless on break. I might as well get the upgraded version of that since I'm here. Bye bye. Thank you. Come again. Let me double check. But I'm pretty sure it was just the merchant. Oop. Exposing break, yeah, so we have just two Pictos listed yet from a non final area. That enemy is also in Renoir's draft, so not relevant. You really gonna try me? I mean, I could. You don't want this, but... Oh, wait, wrong way. That's this path. I also might, if we have time, I might look up pause the video, look up a list of Minoko's skills, and see if I can find them all.
Here we go.
Like, see a quick list. Because I would like to do that because that's a trophy. I want to get a lot of the trophies done. a lot of them are, at this point, the ones that are left are like, I think, like, get the finale and then Minoko and the journal and the music stuff, so it's pretty much beat the game and we platinum the game. But we need Minoko's, and I don't know what ones we're missing. I'm trying to think of what else. Have we even fought with those? I don't know.
Flashing through the sky.
I think the jar we would have. Oh, one of them we didn't. I don't know which one, but I saw the symbol. Ruler's foot.
Here we go.
That's another one done.
Flashing through the sky.
I think that was in the other area, so I don't think. Oh, but somebody was there. Troubadours. Oh wait, I bet the battlefield. Oh, Luster. Oh, we got two. We got two there. How many skills does he have? See, I don't know what. Oh, I have to look at the flag to see.
Flashing through the sky.
That's just my like thought process. Is like, do I see anything that we can quickly kill? Just so we can get. And I don't know if I need to. As I say, I don't think I've ever fought Pinocchio with that beginner enemy.
Here we go.
I'm also curious. Oh. I'm also curious if exposing crate. If I needed him for certain like bosses, could he get the foot of like the tissuer or something, you know, like something that we haven't actually like done with him? Or is it all just regular enemies? Because if it's not all regular enemies, then we don't have the ability to get all of his this time around. I'll have to wait until new game. Yeah, I think that's all we have currently. I think everything else is done. But yeah, I don't know what all we've come across, you know? I like how I can fly over that, and if I blow it up, I still just bust it instead.
Hang on tight.
Need to a flag. Because we need to be by the maze. Sanctuary maze. That's where we need to go. Both things list as being in this area. Also, well, like I said, let's see. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't have very many. I just don't know what these are, you know? So I don't know, like, if any of them. I think we only got feet from, like, regular-ish enemies. So I think it's gonna be fine, but I don't know which ones we need to go to. It might be areas we've already been. Looking for a paint spike. There's an item up there that I didn't get. Huh. Never got that item. I wonder if it's where the paint spike is, or one.
Merci.
Try me.
I was gonna say, what the hell? Interesting. Like you got bugged. Oh. This is the later flag, so we don't want to be here. That's just like a shortcut back to the area. I have... No, I just have it as a paint spike and around the area, so I don't have any like true tells of where I need to go. Oh, here's a paint spike. Oh, this is a whole new area. Or a whole new flag. We haven't been here before. Let's look around.
Nice.
You're gonna bug out again?
Merci.
Oh, that's funny. They do. It's like you have to go your turn. That's too funny. You get up there. I'll come and fight you if you tell me how. Oh.
Good stuff.
Yeah, this is the one that was listed with the paint spike, but I don't know the other one. This says around the other flag. Around the sanctuary flag, somewhere to climb near a ranger, but Screw that though. What we got over here? It's a whole new area.
Perfect.
We'll get back to finding the other one after we finish looking around over here. Maybe we'll find another mime or some shit. I think they fought the mime in this area though. Hey guy. I can't even get your shield down. You're just that bug.
Take your shot.
Dude, that's so early. Like how I instantly kill him, but it's still like 18 seconds because of that. Bye, Minoko. He eats himself down. Yes. You like got anything worth coming over here for?
Wow.
Man, we have like 3 million. 6,000 chromas. Oh, ow, wow, wow. You know for how big this area is? Unless I'm missing something, this is kind of a shitty area. This entire area is like built just to hide a Picto. That's how I take this. This entire area is built to hide a Picto. Like, what else is here? A little bit of chroma. Did we find anything else? I don't know. So there's somewhere to climb by a ranger. I don't know what the fuck the ranger is. Let's reset so we have all the enemies here. I think the ranger has to be the other dude. One of them, like with the shields. That one, because there's somewhere to climb over here. The paint's fake. Somewhere to climb by you? You're definitely not a ranger, you're a catapult. I don't know what the rangers look like. Perfectly honest. Does it just circle back out? Where the hell am I?
An advantage.
Oh, I have that item now. I don't think I've been over here because, yeah, look at these items.
Perfect.
Ah, another revive tint. Damn, I have 10 revive tints. Oh, there's another mime here. Hi. How about that? Is that for Luna? It was. Yeah, the hat and glasses. That's hilarious. Well, I guess it paid off. I didn't look up exactly where this one is because I wouldn't have stumbled here otherwise. I do need to look up where all the mines are and see if I missed any. But that's something I'm not too worried about. I'm gonna do that on the gun because it's all just cosmetic stuff. And as you see, it doesn't really matter because they're not that hard anymore. Check the other way. 'Cause I feel like if I had come here, I would have looked here, so... Maybe I didn't go over in any of these places. You know? Just somewhere to climb, and I think that was a ranger.
What have we here?
Energizing start 2. Level 4. This is, yeah, how long ago we were supposed to have that. It's kind of funny to me. Let's see, so I think that's the end. I'm still gonna look at it just in the general area here. Just to double check if there's not anything else over here. But yeah, everything else is in the final area. The final journal is in the final area too. So yeah, everything else for that. The only thing that's left that's like not the final area is Minoko, I think. I mean, there might be mines and stuff too. Oh yeah, I was in here, so I just missed that. I just missed that climbing thing. I remember this place. Yeah, I just missed the climbing. I must have got, like, lost. Probably what happened. I got lost. And I couldn't find my way back to the other part. But now let's see. Let's change these so we can have... I wonder if that means the shields no longer... You don't break them anymore either? Because I don't think I would want that. I like breaking the shield with the free aim. But I guess if it's like the end, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I think it was just this two. Now, bear with me. I am going to... pause the video just for the sake of not having you guys wait for that. But I'm gonna look for Minoko's thing, so I'm gonna make a list of that real quick. If I can find an easy place, and if it can, we're gonna get the rest of the Minoko's skills, and maybe try to do Minoko's trophy, because it didn't proc for me before, so I'm not 100% if I'm doing it wrong or not. Because I would like to get both Minoko's done as well, before I go to the end area. Kind of like, I'm done. But yeah. Give me 1 sec. Okay, it took me a little bit. I have a kind of a botched list. So let's start with the more obnoxious one that I see off the map. Supposedly it respawns, so that's good. Looking at it, I don't think anything isn't doable again. But there is a couple things that are like bosses. But we should be able to get them, I believe. Knock on wood. Oh, actually, 2 of them are in the flying water, so why don't we do that instead? We'll do an easier one first, I guess. The Endless Tower is what I was trying to say. I don't know if there's more. But in here, but I know there's 2. A Brewer and the Diminuer or whatever. Which is the... I think that's a... Is this the ruler though? What's the Brewer one? That's a ruler, I believe. So we need the mine guy. But this guy is one that I don't have. I didn't look where all of them are right now, but I have a list next to me. That was one. And we need to find whatever the other thing was too. It's like I'm just randomly screaming. But yeah, there's a few that are bosses, but apparently the one that I was worried about the most respawns, so it's not a boss. Because I know the one did not, and that made me worried. Manor. I remember at some point there was another type of enemy here. I don't remember what it was though. Or where it even was. Again, I already killed your ass. This must be the ruler bash, or however you say it. Ruler, yeah. Okay, so that's that one. I don't think there's any other one that are in flying water from this list. But let's double check. Forgotten Battlefield. Endless Tower. Oh, there's one by the. Oh, there's an overworld near the spring. Now we can get that spring meadow. Oh, both the Lancer one is too. Okay, so that's we can get 2 in the overworld. I'll knock that out, and I think the rest are gonna be like bosses. Just double checking, like, trying to find the one in this list because I can't see it. Two of them list as the monolith. It doesn't specify where in the monolith, just the monolith. But yeah, we're done with flying waters then. Let's get out of here. While we're here, we'll rest. Go back. The Spring Meadows is just behind us, yeah. Don't know what the Lancer looks like. I think he's one of the first enemies. There it is. There's the Abyss, I think. I think that's the Abyss. But there's apparently a Lancer here too. Somewhere near Spring Meadows.
Here we go.
Could also be that we don't see him. Yeah, there's one. So that should be the Lancier or whatever. Get them out of the way. So let's head over towards
Through the sky.
Frozen Hearts. There's one apparently in Frozen Hearts, it says. I don't remember what this looks like. I wonder if it's the... I wonder if it's the one guy. Oh wait, is it Frozen Hearts? No. It's the Battlefield. That one's the Battlefield. But I'm trying to get the Forgotten Battlefield. Well, it's still over there. And then we need to go to the Flying Manor.
Here we go.
Not sure which one is, he is.
Hang on tight. Here we go.
Let's get in here and see. Because one of the enemies are in here, apparently. Don't know where. I don't remember what they look like because I didn't know their names. Is it? Oh, wait. No, I know exactly which one it is. I know which one it is. Based on the name? Not the name of the skill, but the name of the enemy. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. Yep. I knew he was gonna be here. I didn't really get to see him, but he's the hammer dude. I'm pretty sure. Which makes sense because of the bonk. Skill's literally called bonk. I was like, what bonks? Wait, hammer. Let's get out of here. Now we need to go to the Flying Manor, which is just above us.
Hmm? Son, here I come. Here we go.
I'm so glad this one respawns, though. Because if it didn't, I would not have a way to get it. Because it's not in the Endless Tower either. Should be over here somewhere. I don't remember where over here, but see you later, bud. The other way? Maybe I'm wrong. Is the dude up above me triggering? Like, who's getting pissed off there? Here. He does respawn. This is a skill. This is a skill you need.
I'm better.
I'm glad he respawns. I get to test if you can kill him easily without even parrying him. Let's see. Let's go. Wait, we can do one more.
Blades sharp.
Do set up.
Get out of this campus.
$65 million. God damn. I wanna clip that. Outside again. Okay, so we have that one now. Two of them list as being in the monolith, but I swear they're in the tower too. I wonder if they're a different name in the tower. We'll have to look at them. But let's go to the tower next. Once we get out of here. I think he's gonna jump us as soon as we get up here, because he sounds pissed off already. Wait, you're all the way over here, bro. I think that's so funny though. Bouncy did not get to bounce. Okay, now which direction is the tower? The back? Yeah, it's back. It's behind us. It's there. I always think the tower's further, but it's Reacher that's closer. The monolith. If we have to go to the monolith, we will, but I'm gonna... Once we get the two in here, that I know are in here, we'll check if we can get them from the tower as well. Because you can get them from multiple places, so if they're in here, I don't care if they're stronger, I'll still fight them in here. For convenience sake. Let's see. What is it? 1-3.
I'm better.
Oh yeah, when you do that, you're not inverted or whatever. Which is actually interesting that I did so much damage. Maybe there's something that's conflicting. Who knows? Either way. You are what I need to kill. I'm not too worried about this though, because... well,
Time to hit big.
I want to see if we can get his in this fight as well. I'll buff her for later. Right? Will he lose his turn, I wonder? No, he just gets another one. Okay, perfect.
Blades sharpened.
So the burn might kill him before. Depending on how many turns he gets before. Okay, run heavy math.
Good. Your turn to shine.
The sweet taste of battle.
Angel math.
Ready to go. Finesse and grace.
Your turn to dance. Why, yes, I'd love a dance.
It's rude.
The dance begins. Blades sharp.
Ah, what to choose?
There we go. So apparently, because I was doing 4 of his moves in a row, but it was killing it, I wasn't getting it, I guess. I don't know.
Show me what you can do.
And yeah, now it revives at 100%.
Finesse and grace. From fire.
I didn't even need going. Just the regular attack hit. I see, I didn't really care much. Okay, so we have the duelist now. What's the other one? 2-3. And now that we did the Minoko one, I don't. We'll nuke them.
Merci. This will hurt.
Useful. Show me what you can do. Oh well.
Not that I need to do overkill like this, but
Your turn to shine.
The dance begins. Get out of this canvas.
Homage was overkill on this guy when it wasn't OP. Okay, so now we have the Lampmaster split. We're only missing 2 feet. 2 feet! Let me see if... Can I... Let's see. Looking at what is in each tower at the moment to see. Because the way they list them, they have them where it's like not there, and I'm like, but if I could get them instead, I'd rather just fight them here, even if they're stronger, you know? It's quick and easy. I've already beat. I wonder if that has to be a regular one, or if that would work. Or if a flame one will work. So what, 7-1? Let's see.
Finesse and grace.
I actually can't hit him now. Either of these. So I can't really do her my usual. Still stronger.
Hurt.
Ready.
And it does count because I see the foot. So the guy just suggests you do an easier one, probably. Like, why would I? I'm just mopping up the feet. Okay, so I have his foot now. So let's see if the other one is in here too. It is 7-3. So I should be able to get the last foot just from this fight as well. Should being the keyword, so let's try it out and see.
Let's spill some ink. Void, take everything.
Still in. Show me what you can do. Your turn to shine.
Blades sharp. this shop.
Again, she can't summon her clone in the tower, but she's like programmed to, I guess.
Get out of this canvas.
Feat collection! Acquired all the feats. Minoko, you gotta go now. No offense, bud. No offense. Let's get auto death offer. Okay. Now, I think we don't have anything left to do, but I mean, there's probably some things, but let me pause this real quick, or actually, I won't even do that. I'll just hide the game real quick. Be very quiet. I'm lazy in this thing, but let's see. Yeah. So all the music records, the journals. There wasn't an achievement. This is for the. It's like reach the end or something. It's called. And once we get all of these three, we'll get the platinum. So we are ready to progress, because everything else is just gonna be me finding stuff. There might be mimes left. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think we're good. At this point, I think we're fine to go ahead. And I'm also gonna take auto death off of her. That way I'm not. I don't think I need that much effort in the final area. There's obviously still things like the mime, the whole mime thing, and Golgra's duels. But like overall, it's all just mop-up stuff that like you already like see. So I'm gonna just do that on my own time. The only thing I can see myself doing with this is maybe a short video of a couple things I might have missed in the prologue, and maybe like if I go far enough in a New Game Plus and see Lune, like a Lune romance, to see what the difference is. But overall, there's really not anything to do but head to Lumiere now. And I think we're almost at 2 hours, so I think we should just do that in the next video. Right there. That's Lumiere. So we're finally headed to the end game. That's where the rest of our pictos are that I know of. The last music thing and the last journal. So yeah, overall, we are good to go. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.